that way. Okay. Okay. Wait a second here for people to show. Okay. Okay, let's see what this thing is. Waiting for all the happy, peppy people. Vitamin vitamin. Oh, I gotta go and get that. Look at that in a second. Let's see, are there people yet? No. And I've been live for a minute. Okay. Then I'll get it. We'll wait a couple more seconds. This one in, and I just realized I better put in the tablet. Have a little more power doing this. Okay, alright, a viewer, that's good. Whoop, sorry, adjust that. Sorry about that. Okay, hi, I'm Drew. Welcome to the Beggars Woodshop. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are most welcome. Thank you for joining me here, and thank you for inviting me into your homes, laps, hands, however you just happen to be viewing this program. Welcome to our new subscribers. There's certainly a lot of you, and welcome to you live, and those of you who joined me after I was live. You're welcome as well. Well, it's a nice, cooler day outside compared to what we're going to have next week here in the area. And I knew today was the day we get to the next steps of our build. First off, I want to refresh everyone what we did. We made that. Yay. We did all that work on the lathe. I apologize for any noise of vehicles. I do have the door open, so I have a little bit more space and have a little more light. But we made that. That was a nice thing to make. So the next step, because we did here, although it's not done, we're going to do everything up here, or at least try to. Now, to make sure that this live stream goes 1,000 times better than the last, I've done a lot of prep work for this one. So hopefully it goes 100% better. The only part I don't know how it's going to go is the dragons. And I'm just now remembering I forgot something in the house that I need. So pardon me, I'm going to go as fast as I can. Give me 30 seconds. Well, there was today's little flub. Okay, good. Carbon paper. Need that for later. All right. So what's the first thing we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen? Well, we're going to do a little trimming. Our triangle, our pyramid is going on this thing. And we got to cut this down a little bit. So first I'm going to trim off the bottom edge here on this side. Do that on the bandsaw first. Which I'll pan up slowly for you, ladies and germs. You're probably going to end up seeing me blocking your view. I'm sorry. Right there. That'll do. But before I go chopping and hacking, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about safety. Read the manuals that come with your power tools. The better you understand and follow those safety rules, the less likely you are to cause personal injury either to yourself or someone else. Hearing protection is a must. Don't want to go deaf while we're still young. Of course, the greatest protection you could take, eye protection. You'll be thankful the day these come in handy. Let's just hope it never does. Alright. Let's get started. Right on the money. Right on the money. And hello, what have we here? Oh. My math was a little off in my estimate. Oh. Can I access that drill? Yes, I can. Without killing myself. Gotta drill a little further in my hole. Gotta remember what size hole that was. That's my 3/8. Yeah. 3/8 drill bit coming out. Seems like I used you a lot here lately. I don't need to go super deep because I have other holes that will be attached. Like that. Okay, good. Very good. I'm going to trim this down just a wee bit further to get our rough shape, and then I'll glue it. My apologies on the sound. Speaking of which, oh, here they are. My apologies on the sound because of the way this is all set up with cameras and everything. So I forgot to give you guys my sound warning. My apologies. But yep, here we go again. Adjust the fence. marks the triple check. Triple check. Where did I put that? In a place I might forget. The only downside to having these kinds of things go on with doors open, neighbors go in and out in the vehicles. Oh, down here. I don't know. There we go. Tiny bit more trimming to do, because in the end, the final cut on this is going to be sanded. So let's get to it. Protection, here comes the noise, folks. There we go. All right. Let's glue it up. Okay, good. And I placed the glue right next to the scroll saw. Smart me. There's going to be a lot of hurry up and wait today, ladies and germs, I'll tell you that much. Why am I holding it like that? Good question. I don't know. There we are. Glue in there. Come on in there. For excess. There we go. Alright. And then I'll trim that to a good length later on. Set that aside for the moment. We don't need it. We'll need the glue later. Alright. Let's move on to our next set of cuts. On the scroll saw. Down we go. Slowly so I don't make anybody sick. Alright. Take note of the time before I forget. 1:15. Half an hour before I can touch 1:45. Okay. I don't normally use my scroll saw too much. And probably I could make these on the bandsaw, but I like to give use to my scroll saw. I've had it a good while. It was one of the first power tools I bought. The first big one. Yes, I'd like to get the Shopsmith ones, both Magna era and the later era. I want to say the turquoise one is the one I want to get, but I have to double check. It's supposed to be that out of some of the ones they released, one was supposed to be better than the other. Leave a comment down below. I can't see the chat. I know it's on. At least it should be on. You never know with these things. So, let's get cracking on this. Blade in. Noise shouldn't be as loud. I'm not plugged in. See, this is why we check this stuff. You. There we go. And we should. By the way, the later one that Shopsmith made, yeah, I'd have it as a standalone. It's a little less work for the main machines. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm rough cutting, ladies and gentlemen, and the reason I'm rough cutting is because we'll go onto the sanding disc and really sand that down. I've already pre-drilled my hole for alignment, so I'm not too concerned about everything else. And I'll probably need to grab a clamp later. All right, set that over here. Let's cut out another one. That is not on there good. Like this. I'm gonna do that. That's not better. There we go. Oh, and we popped out a second one. Very good. Now I have the chat turned on, but the chat's not appearing on my little thing here. So if anyone's screaming at me, I apologize. I can't see it or read it. All right. Try to get this thing as tight as you can, and it still doesn't like you. There we go. Not the greatest scroll saw in the world, but it does the job. Make a zero insert for this thing. Okay, it's gonna be stubborn at that spot. That's fine. We can anticipate. There we are. All right, 2, 3, and 4. These pieces we just cut are actually these pieces in here. Now you can see there's a big, fat, thick one. I've got to drill a hole still and cut that one. We'll do that on the scroll saw, and it is actually, where did I put the piece? It's this piece here. You see I've already cut my line, so I'll have to drill the hole. But now I'm going to get a clamp, and we're going to do some disc sanding. Actually, not a clamp. Where is... Yeah, it's right over there. And... Okay, I do have to go around. Cramp space, gotta take a long way. My thanks to my sister-in-law, when they moved from the area, well, they know where we're living now, got a bunch of little clamps, all from medical. I actually enjoy having it. Welcome to you guys who are joining me, who are joined late. We're actually finishing our build. We just did a little gluing, a little scroll saw work. Now we're going to do a little sanding. Alright, see if I can adjust the camera slowly so I don't make anybody sick. Slow. Pan up. Ah. That's hooked up, that's hooked up. Okay, unplug our scroll saw and plug in the Shopsmith Mark V. Unfortunately, there's no good view I can give you. I apologize. Actually, I got that pretty much on the line. I may just, yeah. Okay, so I'm doing some sanding, and we're up on them. Good. Need to drink. Keep yourself hydrated, folks. All right, let's get started. Sound warning. Make sure I got that tight enough. Yeah, I did. Oh, good. I didn't have to just click and hooked up. They don't have to be 100% perfect. They do have to look and squared, which they do. That's all right. Let's bring you guys back around. Slow. Whoop, a little too fast. A little too fast. We're gonna come down. All right. Apologize for moving so fast. All right. Now I've got to make sure I get these put in the right order and clamp them together in glue. And not only clamp them together in any normal way, set them down. Am I covering them? No, I'm not covering them. Oh, they're right there. Okay. Binder clips. Best clamps you could think of. How about that? All right. Somebody? Okay, I'll deal with it later. Anyway, so make sure I get this in the right order. Obviously, you're at the bottom. I think then you, because you're... Yeah. These don't get clamped to anything right now. Okay. Well, actually, no, they should. Yeah, okay. I'm not clamping these two because of where they go at the moment. I'm going to clamp these two. A little pre-assembly. And where's that 120 bit? We could put someplace else. I have to use that 220. Okay, I'll just use the 220. Scratch off those X's. There's going to be a lot of sanding today, I know. I know I shouldn't care too much, but this also makes it easier, especially because all this is going to get painted. Yes. My example piece got put someplace else. But oh well. Alright, let's glue this sucker up. I don't have to apply too much. That's more than enough. And the next big one. This is why I drilled the holes, so I have an alignment. Which I did not get perfectly squared. Blast. Oh well. I didn't ask for it to be perfect. But here it is. Alright. Set that aside to dry. Time 1:35. Okay. That'll do for now. Let's clean this off. Great. Alright. That piece is almost ready to go. So let's get to a bandsaw job. Okay. So I'll hand you guys back up to the bandsaw. We're going to do another bandsaw job. Maybe a drilling of a hole. In fact, let's do that. Drilling of a hole first. Yes. close as I can to center. I'm not entirely sure how deep to go because I've got to take a measurement. Oh well, we're gonna fly by the seat of our pants on this one, ladies and germs. Go up here. All right. Set my fence. That will do. Switch out our plugs. Yeah. Here we go again. More noise. Noise from everyone. The downside of working like this. Deeper than I needed to. Oh well. Seat of our pants. Seat of our pants. Got big pants. Let's glue this little thing up. Again, not centered. You measure and it still doesn't come out center. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, excuse me. You guys want to see the process, not my head. Of course. Of course. Okay, let's see. A little much. Yeah, I probably could have made a few of these pieces a little wider. That's okay. I wasn't trying to be perfect. Time. 5 more minutes to that. Okay. I still get... Yo, not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. Back to the bandsaw. We'll cut this off. Hopefully. And that's locked. Come on. Up you go, up you go, up you go, up you go. Alright. Now you see why I left the ends squared. Nice and smooth. There we go. Cut you in a sec. That's what that piece looks like, and it looks good. And I didn't get my holes deep enough. Somehow I guessed. Somehow I guessed. That's deep enough. Well, while this is going to come out crooked, but you know what? I'm not trying to go for perfection. Just want it to look good. All right. Actually, no, I don't want that piece. There it is. I see it now. A little sanding, folks. A little bit of sanding. Here we go again. I'm going to need a fresh piece of 120. Oh, that worked out okay after all. Okay. All right. It's been half an hour. This is actually in better shape, and we can actually cut this down. So let's do an overestimate on the cut. Why not? Why not overestimate? We can always trim later. We'll even cut a second piece for this piece. And that trimming, you guessed it, our good friend the bandsaw. We don't even really need the fence. And back up we go. Back up to the bandsaw. A lot of back and forth. A lot of back and forth. Yeah. Time to glue again. Time to glue again. Now we're not done with the sanding of the scroll saw. We still got some work to do. The dragons are going to be done on the scroll saw, and the sanding of the pyramid will be done on the disc sander. In the meantime, let's do a glue job. Where did the piece? Shop rags. Alright. Gluing is going a lot better than my radial arm saw table gluing. Let's say that. Alright, I can set this aside. And set this down, yeah. All right. Unplug, replug, unplug, replug, unplug, replug. That's our day. Let's slowly pan back over to our good friend, the disc sander. Ta-da! Yep. Now I'm doing a lot of this stuff in the order I'm doing it in, so there's not a lot of hurry up and wait for you, the viewers, because there's a lot of gluing I gotta do. Yes. Alright, let's try and get some semblance of this pyramid. Here we go again with the noise. This pencil line will be easier to see. Okay, let's see how this goes. One pyramid. I'll round over the top by hand. Corners. There we go. And there we are, folks. There's our pyramid. Oh, gotta remove a little bit of that. Don't need it to be perfect, as I've said. All right. Now I got that done. That's ready to go. Okay. Now we can go back to the scroll saw, ladies and gentlemen, and try to make some dragons. Make dragons. Let's prep our surface. So here. Ooh, and let me take these edges quickly to the. Oh no, I can't. That's what I did. Oh, okay. That mark is there for a reason. I'm not sure why. Was this gonna be? Probably was. All right, hold on a second, folks. I'll do this off camera. to be perfect, as I've been saying. You just need to be good. Alright. Actually, no, these dragons aren't being done on the scroll saw. That's right, this is too thick a material. I want to do it on the band. That's right. Make sure you're well framed. You are not. Why are you not? Let's see what I'm doing here. Alright. Enough on this sheet of carbon paper. Let's find out. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. There you go. Look at that. That's why you gotta love carbon paper. Now I'm only cutting one. I'm gonna cut it shape and then cut it in half. That's the goal, to cut it in half. Come on, carbon paper, go back. Go back. About ready. Good. In fact, they are ready, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Okay. Before I cut out our dragon, these guys have dried enough in the clamps to be worked with. Right. Point. Okay, yeah, this I'm standing. Let's do a little bit more for the glue. By the way, I want to make a good comment on this sandpaper. We've been using it quite a bit here in the shop. This, my local woodcraft gave a demonstration of some Festool stuff, and they decided on the second day of demonstrations, everyone that appeared got one sheet of Festool 150. I gotta say, I'm actually quite pleased with it. I really am. This is nice stuff. Alright, that should be plenty to get everything on. That's what it will look like. Oh, you have a piece of the... There we go. That's what it's going to look like when we get done here. Preview that. That'll be neat. But we're gonna have to wait half an hour for that, so let's glue this up. Do glue. You open the cap. And then I'll glue, yeah, this surface. And I've also got to glue like both of these surfaces. A little glue down there, that's okay. Twist that. There we go. Spread out some of the glue better. My imperfections are really going to stand out on this one. Make it as straight as possible. That hole did not end up center like I wanted. That's okay. Okay. That'll do. Alright, that will do. I don't care if that has glue on it. I don't need it anymore. Alright. Time 5 after 2. I kind of pushed it a little bit on the clamps by about 5 minutes, but that'll be fine. Alright. Now we can start trimming our dragons, ladies and germs. The dragon. In fact, see if I can do this successfully without making anybody sick or dropping the camera. Move everyone a little bit closer. There we go. There we go. That's good. That's good. This is all three covered. I'll need that later. Yeah. Yep. Uh-huh. In fact, let's elevate you guys a little bit more here, so you guys can see what I'm doing. This back in. I'm going to take a drink because I'm trying to keep myself hydrated. Always keep yourself hydrated in your shop, folks. Especially if you can drink from something that's not going to get sawdust in it. Oh, that's good. That is good. All right. All right. Here comes our noise, folks. he's stuck. Just the right spot, too. Fat thing. Back again. did you guys get all the way over there? You've missed the important stuff. Bloody cameras. Well, that's what we got so far. Not bad, huh? Of course, we'll cut that in half later. Where's that from? Well, that'll be sanded out. What does that matter? Here we go again. I know I should have the dust collector on here, but I've also got another pile that's kind of accumulated, so I wasn't as caring about the dust collection at this time. I could do that off camera. You still got a good, yeah, you're still good, Frank. A dragon. Oh, I got a little cut off there. I didn't realize. Okay, hold on. I should at least clean up the surface of the sawdust. Take care of that. Example of why you need good dust collection in your shop. Yes, indeed, ladies and germs. Now we cut the dragon in half. Which I have to figure out where the half is. In fact, let me triple check. Make sure. Thick enough. Yeah, I am. This will not be fun to sand. And it's got to be hand sanded. Okay, I can do it halfway. Look at it halfway. Wow, halfway! Sorry. Inch and a half. Oh. Oh, inch and a half. Okay. That's easy enough. And I don't mind getting it right on the line. Push stick is something on the side. Yes, it is. What caused the fall, but something caused the fall. Okay. Hopefully this is the last time we're making noise. I got a weird feeling no, but hopefully. Okay. 2 dragons. Practically identical. Here, it is sanding, sanding, sanding. Up here. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's kind of what it will look like. You know, the glue's not 100% dry, but you get the idea. That's the top. Actually, that didn't turn out too bad. So from here, it's going to be all about sanding, making these dragons round, which really I don't want to bore you with. That was kind of the point. However, how much longer are we waiting? Now we're waiting a few more minutes. I might risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. From here it's all about the sanding, sanding, sanding. Sorry. You know what? Let's risk it. Let's risk it. I didn't think this would be the last of the bandsaw uses. All right. Yeah. Yeah, we don't need this perfect. All right, here we go again. Man, I gotta replace the bearings in this thing. You hear it, I hear it. Okay. Okay. That'll be... Alright. Gotta hook up the disc sander. Again. And I'm at prison in the United States again. Just set those down. Where did I sit? My head wasn't attached. I'll tell you what. Hold on, folks. I want to do this kind of off camera. Didn't need to be perfect. Just wanted to flatten it a little bit. Maybe flatten you a little bit by hand. Wasn't going to be perfect. I knew that from the beginning. Yes. Let's glue it up. The method I had tried, I realized was not going to work. So I'll try to do this slowly, folks. Trying not to drive you guys a little nuts. And that there. Bring you guys, whoop, sorry, so quick, down, and I knew that was happening. Out of my way. Okay. One last glue job here. In the future, I'm going to pick a different method. I really am. I was hoping to be able to use the advantage of the lathe, but this, that's what happens when you don't have really square stock. Should have cut off the ends and done that differently. Oh well! I don't mind it not being perfect. But I do like the fact that it's turning out. I really do. But yes, as you can see, it's the beginnings of that. Now there's another hole I've got to drill in this thing. I'm going to have to do it later. But I'll explain what's going on. So, this is 3/16 dowel, and it's going to go across like that, so that we have better support for the dragons, because I don't think I have enough surface for them to be glued onto. And I was going to do this job on camera for you folks, but I think probably wise that I do not, because there's a lot of sanding that's going to go on with these dragons, and why should I bore you guys with sanding? So, the next video in this series, and we've been on for an hour and a half, I call that pretty good. The next video in this series is going to be what it looks like when it's all done. Because from here it's just sanding and painting and finishing, and well, that's who wants to watch paint dry. I'd like to thank everyone for joining me. Those of you who watched this live, those of you who've watched this after. Yeah, I got a lot of work ahead of me, but hopefully you'll get to see it all done. It's not perfect, but I'm not trying to be perfect. I always knew it wasn't going to be perfect, and there's plenty of mistakes that I've learned from. This live stream, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, actually went better than the last one. So, hopefully I will do one more live stream next month, next week. It'll be on the 5th of July, so after Independence Day. And then maybe I'll be shooting a quick video from my local woodcraft on the 5th. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. The live stream next week, which will probably be a lot earlier. I'm watching the weather, and hopefully I can get the computer back up and running before that. I doubt, but let's try. Yeah, that'll probably be, in fact, that will be on the things in the shop that came with all the accessories I got that you didn't get to see, or maybe you saw just kind of in the background. I want to thank you for joining me. If you want to help support this channel, your views, comments, subscriptions, likes to all these things. There's also the GoFundMe, which the link should be in the description. If you know what, I probably didn't even add a description to this video while it was live, but for the rest of you, you will get a description when it goes up. Stay tuned. I don't know what adventures will be happening here in the shop, but it will be shop related. Again, thank you for joining me, folks. Hopefully I will see you next time right here, right here on the Beggars Woodshop. And the chat, that's how I turned on the chat, dum-dum. Okay, here we go.